gun here. That is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Notre Dame.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the second round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first-rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Now, screen set up for Irving. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards, and a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Irving. Irving's got a first down, still going. What a run, he brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
They get an even 20 on that one. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
It's Otten in motion. They go play action with Mayfield. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
2nd down throw for Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 7. To throw is Mayfield. That one incomplete. Recovery outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Buccaneers 30, Falcons 16.
The career's more at stake when you win your prom. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. the shotgun. It's Penix. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vita Vea in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Here's Penix. And is downfield to the tight end hits. That has play good for 22. It's good for a Falcon first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
On 2nd down, Penix. I had a defender draped all over, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Irving. And this will be a Bucs first down. He gets it up past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Buccaneers.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up first down.
On the ground, they'll go with the shot right in the back out of Arizona State. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
throwing on second down. Mayfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the fourth quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put it.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to hook up with Cade Otton that time around. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now Mayfield. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
Brings up second down at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 4. Here comes White on the toss right. White, first down and much more. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
A run on first and goal, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Now from the 7, it's second and goal. That's Ibuka in motion. Now Mayfield. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They motion a receiver right. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
You can tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force fourth down.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on fourth and goal. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. On first down, it's Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
They'll go again with Robinson. The defense coming hard, trying to force the safety. He's able to get it out to the 2 and no further.
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field, and the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside, and they're able to bring him down this time for a loss.
3rd and 10. On the ground, it's Robinson. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw it with Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember,
this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. Well, a couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Taking off. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a 1st down.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. That is the former Pro Bowler, Hassan Reddick, in there to drop him. That time, it's a loss of 7. They'll drop to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
This has been a really impressive drive, like really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
First down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And not liking anything downfield, he'll just get this to the sideline. It is incomplete.
Brings up 2nd
And I think that's the sign of a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's already got 2 picks on the day. Certainly doesn't want to throw a 3rd. So good decision. Just throw it away.
2nd down, goal to go. Throwing again, it's Penix. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense.
A dive for the end zone, and he loses the football. The Bucks have it. Oh, big hole left side. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good, and the Bucks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
16.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He'll start at the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Pitts is the man in motion. Quick throw on the RPO, and he gets it to Mooney. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Penix. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
To throw again, it's Penix. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Atlanta. So, a win here for the visiting Bucs. And right away, you can point to the turtle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.